Hello guys, today I'm going to teach you about how to not give a fuck about what other people think about you. If you don't know who I am, my name is Dr. Jatai Alice Mayo, and I have a doctorate's degree in bad bitchology, which means I know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go into deep depth into this subject because usually people will give you vague answers like,
"Oh, just don't care, it's not that hard."
which I think is a rude and lazy answer because it's easier said than done, let's be honest. So, it says here, you're giving a fuck about what other people think of you. You care about opinions. Perhaps you're worried about a rumor that's been started about you. Somebody doesn't like you. Are you getting made fun of at school or work? Well, let's take a look at the source and analyze who do you really care about? Whose thoughts are you concerned of? I like to ask myself, who are you? Literally, who are you? Everyone is different, so it's gonna be like if a car is a car and a tree is a tree. That's how people are like. Do you really think everyone is gonna agree with your thoughts, lifestyle, and the clothes you wear? No.
Do you really think that Sally from Alabama and Brian from Michigan are gonna agree with each other's lifestyles? No.
You need to sit down and realize that not everyone's the same. Some people are gonna think differently than you. Some people grow up differently than you, and some people are gonna have different opinions than you. If you like to go out all the time, someone who stays home and reads a book isn't going to agree with the lifestyle you have, and that is okay. Everyone is different, and if you think everyone's going to agree with you, that's selfish and that's weird. I mean, some people don't even speak the same language as you. They literally be speaking facts too, and they have no idea what you're talking about. They're like, second, is this person a credible source? Do they look like they have it all together? Are their gums black? Is their car or is their room dirty? Do they drink or smoke a lot? How are their relationships with people? Do they seem like they have their shit together?
Okay, so hypothetically speaking, Naomi tells you that you can keep a man and goes around talking about you. But,
her car looks like a pig literally shitted and died in it, which probably means she's depressed, and that correlates to not being happy with your life. She parties and drinks a lot, and drinking a lot goes back to an area in your life that is being pushed past its boundaries, and you have to drink to numb that feeling. And her boyfriend's cheating on her, which makes her a dumb bitch and a hypocrite. Oh, and she wears the same ass goddamn shoes every day that are dirty as fuck. They're supposed to be Air Force Ones, but they're looking like Army twos. Why? Why are you letting someone who doesn't take care of themselves, is depressed, drinks to numb their pain, which isn't a healthy coping mechanism, and is a hypocrite, dictate how you feel about yourself or rule decisions that you make in your life? Why are you worried about people whose sources aren't credible? Who is she to define who you are or to even judge when she doesn't even have the mental capacity to keep her car clean? That's like listening to a zombie or, taking fat loss advice from a morbidly obese person or asking a dead person how to live. What are you doing? That's not sensible, that's redundant, and that is also weird.
now what if Naomi said the same thing but did have it all together? What if she had straight A's, dressed nicely, and the whole shebang? Well, not everyone has it all together all the time in every aspect of their lives. You don't know what she's going through. Therefore, she isn't perfect. So just brush it off.
Why are you taking dating advice from a single bitch or someone who complains about their significant other all the time? Why are you taking fashion advice from someone who wears white after Labor Day? Why do you want everyone to like you? Like, why do you strive for people to like you? That's stupid, that's creepy, and that is weird. Would you care if a 3-year-old didn't like you? No. Why? Because they are 3. Obviously. I'm trying to get you to be like Giselle in that 2002 Victoria's Secret fashion show. I know you guys are tired of hearing this, but I have to repeat it because this is kind of essential. You need to develop a relationship with yourself. You need to put yourself first. I mean, you need to like yourself because you are going to be dealing with you for the rest of your life, and you might as well get along with yourself. People come and go literally all the time. Who's gonna love you when there's no one else left? You need to know yourself better than anyone else knows you. You're supposed to be in love with yourself. You're literally with yourself all the time. You spend more time with yourself more than anyone else has. You know you. You know your thoughts, intentions, and meanings behind everything you do. So if no one believes you or not, just brush it off. Guys, you gotta kind of realize that everyone is stupid. Well, except for me, I'm smart, but everyone else is kind of stupid. And if knowledge was an ocean, like an ocean full of water, a 90-year-old would probably know a mugful. Us, especially the kids my age, we probably know like a drop of knowledge. Maybe, at most.
Meg Thee Stallion got shot 2 years ago and no one believed her and everyone was slut shaming her. And then it came out that she was right and now everyone has to apologize. See, no one knows everything.
Like, I'm pretty sure half the people watching this don't know how to actually read. I'm not talking about reading to survive. I'm talking about like reading out loud and reading a book. Half y'all bitches don't know how to fucking read. Y'all read to survive. To fucking survive. Imagine caring about someone who doesn't even know how to read. They don't even know how to read and you care about their opinion of you? Like, get real, bitch. Get real. Come on, wake the fuck up and stop caring so much. It's actually easy. Matter of fact, those dudes with the vague questions, I agree with you. Just stop caring because it's all stupid. We're all gonna die and we're all gonna land in the same grave one day.
Unless you're like in a murder case and you're the murderer and you're not the murderer, but people think you're the murderer, maybe you should be a little bit concerned. Just a tiny bit concerned. This girl used to make fun of me a lot in middle school. This would upset me until I realized that she would always complain about her home life. Literally, it was a new story every day at the lunch table about her complaining about her parents. Now, I'm not excusing her behavior. I just know that if people's lives are chaotic, they are going to take that energy elsewhere and brush it onto other people. You're not supposed to let this happen. Also, don't confuse not caring with not knowing what's going on. Observe what's going on and move accordingly. You need to observe how people act and talk to you. If they're always dogging on you and talking crap about you or to you or treating you like crap, maybe you should leave. And don't be like, oh, I don't care, and stay around them just to either thicken your skin or because you're used to it. That is weird. You can use my first few tips, but you also need to know that these people don't respect or value you, and you need to scoot. You need to realize who you are, not care, and take your business elsewhere. And why are you hanging around these people anyways? They're bullies, and you don't want to be a bully, right? Jokes are only funny because there's a little bit of truth in them. Stop lying to yourself and saying they're laughing with you when they're really laughing at you. You're playing checkers and they're playing Uno, babe. Uno's a card game. All right. Now we're going to do a few examples. Are you writing this all down?
Now, hypothetically speaking, your ex is going around saying that you're crazy and that you cheated on them. The gag is you're not crazy unless you're a serial killer or something, and also you didn't cheat on them. Actually, it was the other way around, and they're deflecting their insecurities onto you. Now, you know you were loyal the whole time, and you know you're not crazy, and everyone else thinks that you're a cheater or a hoe, and you know you're not. Personally, it's giving Salem witch trials, because how are you gonna believe anything anyone ever tells you? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, people lie a lot, actually, and y'all just be believing it like some fools. Like some literal fucking fools. It's giving very much Salem witch trials. Like, this is literally not the 1600s, bitch. Personally, if people are gonna be that stupid, I don't know why you would care what their opinion of you is anyways. Like, literally, analyze the source, bitch. Analyze the source. Is this source credible? Obviously not, since they believe anything anybody ever tells them. Like, how gullible can you get? You might as well believe the earth is flat, bitch. You might as well. Oh, and especially if you're not being touched. You're not being touched, bitch. You need to get over it like stat. Like emergency room stat. Like, we need a doctor stat. Like, trauma team to the trauma room stat. Like, can I have the scalpel stat? You're walking in the hallway and someone shouts at you and says your outfit's weird. First of all, what made them want to do that? Do they not have an outlet to express themselves? Do they want to be cool or something? Because they're not. Also, why are you shouting in a public area over something stupid and has nothing to do with you? Like, get real. There's a rumor going around, and they're saying that you're mean and that you said things about Jason that aren't even in your vocabulary. You know you didn't do anything about it, but everyone thinks that you started it. You know you didn't do it. You know you didn't say that. And no one's knowledgeable enough to know the truth. You're untouched. Everything is fine. The truth will come out eventually, and that actually Sally did it. Someone comes up to you and tells you that you're not their type. This was unprovoked and you didn't even ask. This seems rude and frustrating, but then you realize what you bring to the table and that they're missing out. Not only that, but they're known for being in relationship drama and being unsuccessful, which means you dodged a bullet, my friend. I did this like drinking and driving assembly, and I was one of the students who got into a car crash, and the kids in the audience were asking if I was a boy or a girl. Obviously, I know I'm a girl. I was born a girl. I've been a girl all my life. So them debating it in literal classrooms and going around the school asking and making polls on if I was a boy or a girl was really water off a duck's back. Why? Because I literally didn't care. Like, you sound stupid. Is that a boy or a girl? Obviously, I'm a fucking girl. I look like a girl. I sound like a girl. I don't understand what's going on. And you guys asking if I'm a boy or a girl, it just doesn't sound smart to me. Personally, me. It doesn't sound smart. Because I know I'm a girl. If you don't think I'm a girl, that's on you.
Your thoughts are your thoughts. People's thoughts are their thoughts. It's not think, therefore you are. It's do, therefore you are. You also need to mind your business. This will save you a lot of time, energy, and heartache. Also, stop trying to control everything and everyone. Everyone is literally an NPC. In a video game, you could go up to them and do or say whatever, and they'll all have different reactions. Sometimes, NPCs will come up to you and do something to you, but you have to decide how you're going to react with it and how you're going to move on from it. Also, you should let it go. Life is also kind of like a cartoon. You see how in each episode of a cartoon, they never have the same plots really? Crazy happened in the previous episode. It will not be mentioned in the before episode. Well, sometimes they do, but those are called specials. And every day of your life should not be a special. Why? Because that sounds very dramatic and very stressful, and we don't want that. Remember that everything that goes around comes around, and that remember that everything that goes around comes around. So people will get their just desserts, their karma, their whatever you call it. You need to believe in yourself, trust yourself, and love yourself. You're letting society control you and tell you what to do. You need to stop and realize, who is this person? Like, you need to ask yourself, who are you? Who literally are you?
Also, please don't let anyone control your thoughts or actions. When people do that, they know you have low self-esteem. And having low self-esteem is kind of weird.
Okay, so now that we got you somewhere, I want you to use these tips and soon it will come naturally to you. Hopefully you took note. I want you to unclench your jaw and relax. I want you to live a happy, healthy, and free life.